Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ricochet here with you to shed some light on a remarkable new development to have hit the news wire over the last few hours. It seems that President Barack Obama has done an about-face in his whole demeanor towards Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and, indeed, to the state of Israel in general. What has brought about this dramatic turnaround, you ask? The answer lies in a most surprising revelation about President Obama's private life. Reports leaked from sources inside the White House reveal that the president has been enjoying at least one bottle weekly of the Bazelet HaGolan Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve. Sources close to the president quote him saying, "These Bazelet HaGolan wines are the best I've ever had." Apparently, the First Lady echoes these views as well, that this decidedly spectacular wine is made in Israel would be remarkable enough, but the story gets even better. As it turns out, the award-winning Bazelet HaGolan winery is located in Israel's beautiful Golan Heights. It is not unlikely that Obama's newfound wine preference might be seen as controversial by some around the president. Some Obama administration officials are ill at ease with the fact that Israel liberated the Golan Heights some 48 years ago from the then newly formed Syrian state. With us now to discuss this issue is former U.S. Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. Ms. Clinton, welcome to the Ricochet News Hour.
Hi Rick. Thank you for having me. You know, when I first heard about this debacle I was beside myself. It's really throwing the whole Democratic Party into chaos.
How do you mean?
Well Rick, for example, I heard that the former President Jimmy Carter heard the story and had to immediately check himself into a treatment center.
That's shocking. Say, I've heard that the president has also ordered the U.S. Embassy be finally moved to Israel's capital city Jerusalem instead of its current location, Tel Aviv. Have you heard anything about this rumor?
I have, and I'm furious about it. If it happens, it would constitute a dramatic change to U.S. foreign policy. You know that we Democrats are vehemently opposed to the Jewish people's return to, and re-establishment of their ancestral and eternal capital. That's the very definition of Zionism, Rick, and I'm no Zionist.
Okay. I don't want you to get too worked up. Let's move on. Ms. Clinton, I have to ask, have you tasted the Bazelet HaGolan Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve? Ms. Clinton?
I have. And I have to admit, the wine is amazing. I've never had a wine like it. I suppose it may have something to do with the fact that Israel has a rich and ancient winemaking tradition. Rick, the mere mention of Bazelet HaGolan makes me want to go home, put on some soft music, sit down and pour myself a glass of that Cabernet Sauvignon Reserve. Sorry Rick, but I have to go. Bye Rick.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Bazelet HaGolan seems to have done what decades of attempts at appeasement by the likes of Ehud Olmert and Tzipi Livni couldn't. What these developments will ultimately lead to is anyone's guess. Either way, we will bring you the breaking news as it becomes available. Until then, this is Ricochet wishing you a good night and, L'chaim.